Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever Dirty Boxes Bitesize, which basically means on internet terms it's going to be a big pile of donkey turd. It does take a while for things to get better, and quite frankly, as it's our first, we had to pop our cherry some point, and it's... If you don't know what the Dirty Boxes show is, and that could be quite a few of you, then you probably won't understand what the Dirty Boxes Bitesize is. Yes, it's a spin-off show. Yes, it is going to be rubbish. We've explained that bit, but it will get better. It's a word, shut up. It means you need to be edumacated. The Dirty Boxes show is the proud home of rebels and misfits, and allegedly is the daily dose of tongue-in-cheek geeky chic, if I can be bothered to turn up, which this week I haven't been able to because, quite frankly, stuff got in the way. A lot of stuff, and no, we're not going to talk about it here. During the Dirty Boxes show, we have a segment, a whole hour, supposedly, of where we talk about weird stuff and news that's been submitted to news@dirtyboxes.net. The problem is, 9 times out of 10, during Slurpee of coffee and talking silly sausagey stuff, we run out of time to actually talk about the news that people have submitted to news@dirtyboxes.net, which is a pain, because the news is normally pretty good, but unfortunately people talky flappy. But the news is really and flappy. So we've decided, well, me and my multiple personalities, to do this, Dirty Boxes Bitesize. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? Now I've tried to explain it and it hasn't gone very well. Never mind, it's the first Dirty Boxes Bitesize. This week we're going straight into the deep end, which is dodgy because I didn't think we were going to go straight into the deep end so soon. We've just met. It's one of those things. But obviously the gods have decided against this, and so instead of breaking you in gently, let's talk about penises. Every so often we need to go to the supermarket to buy groceries, to flirt outrageously, to look at the delectable things, to bump into people that you really think are douchey, but somehow you go around corners and suddenly they're there and you go, hey, it's you. I wish you didn't know my name, but I'll have a polite conversation because that's what you do when you've gone round corners and you've bumped into each other. Occasionally you may go for a masturbation session. No? Well, Eugenio decided to go to his local Sainsbury's for a little bit of a fondle. Now, if you're caught short on a little bit of a fondle moment, the obvious place to go is where there's Kleenex. Other tissues are available. That's not sponsored. I wish it was. Kleenex, sponsor, be lovely. However, he was caught short, unfortunately, because he couldn't go to the toilet. He had that envision. He was extremely horny, a bunny floppy is. Extremely horny. By the meat counter. There are lots of delectable meats at the meat counter, obviously. Sausages, lamb, beef, many horny, rousy things, obviously. CCTV caught him with his hand down his trousers for 10 minutes, fondling, trying to find change. So imagine, you're in the Stratfordshire supermarket where this happened. You're a young female technician? Do they call them technicians at supermarket? I don't know, I've made it up, I'm going to use it. And she comes round the corner to repopulate the meats counter, because that is what she does in my head. And she's caught. Eugenio Fritzes, I think is his name, fondling. What do you do? What do you say? How could you even approach this guy going, would you mind to stop? It's not really the place. The meat counter. I know everything is wiped clean. I know everything has got stainless steel and looks very shiny. But please stop. So the 49-year-old, bless his little cotton socks, has now been banned from every single supermarket in the UK. How is he supposed to eat from this point onwards? We've come into a civilization now where everything is at your local supermarket. They are the cathedral of modern day society. You go in, look at these lovely shiny things that you can buy. Would you like a tablet? Would you like a pack of tea bags? Many things. Lots of lovely things, all shiny, and a meat counter, as we've now established. How is he supposed to survive? Because, yes, okay, you can go online and order delivery of lovely things to you, but how does he know what the special deals are without those really informative kind of, look at this, you can buy 87 of these and you get the 88th free? How is he going to get a better deal than that without wandering the aisles with his hands where everyone can see them? Surely that makes sense. But perhaps Eugenio could learn a few things from Florida, which we say is America's most mucked up state. And normally I would play a jingle, but we're not on the radio show, so it doesn't really matter. Seth could teach Eugenio a little bit, of discretion, a little bit of private time goes a long way when it's out of a supermarket, away from where people can see you. Preferably away from meat counters as well. I don't know why I'm getting hung up on the meat counter thing. But the point is, Seth is probably someone that we should connect with Eugenio. The problem is, Seth is a little bit busy right now because he's been caught filming other people getting a little bit at his local university that he used to work at. So Seth Thompson is an ex-library employee. We should double check that we said ex. Don't do this at home. Don't do it at the library. That's the reason why he's been fired. But he set up lovely cameras. Oh, lovely cameras. We'll do lovely filming. It'd be very nice indeed. The problem is he set them up specifically to film students fondling with themselves. I don't know what that symbol meant there. And then, instead of just storing them for a rainy day on his hard drive, forgive the pun, that wasn't even funny. Instead, he decided to upload these to a porn site. Instead of just having them as reference, shall we say, even though putting up cameras in toilets is wrong and shouldn't be done, blah blah, flappy of face there. The point is, he wouldn't have been caught unless he put it online. So don't put stuff online is the obvious moral of this story. Or don't be a student. I can't work out However, why are students being caught short and having to go to schools to in Florida? No one can tell me. Admittedly, that's not really a Google search I would like to do, and so I haven't. But the point still remains, why are they caught short? When I went to university, I didn't go to the toilets because I normally was able to go to a bar and chat someone up and then go home and do jiggy bow wow sweaty stuff and not have to go to the toilets every 10 minutes. Either stuff is so bad in Florida that the students can't pull, or there is obviously something else wrong with the ladies in the town where this happened. So I don't know. I cannot tell you. I try not to go to Florida because they hate me now. Because since 2009 said Florida is America's most mucked up state, it's best not to go there if you're going to constantly say it. Say it once, it's fine. They normally go, oh, they're just being funny. Base a career on it, then quite frankly, they do seem to get frowny face. It's one of those things, I'm afraid. Just don't do it. Take it from me. I've learned. Just don't do it. But if you really need more information about why Florida is such a mucked up state and another lesson of why you shouldn't upload stuff that you really don't want people to see to the interwebs, then here's one last example. I hate Instagram. I've said it there. Instagram is the devil's app. It is foul and horrid, and quite frankly, if I wanted to see people eat things, I would go to a restaurant, or I would go downstairs to a kitchen and open the cupboard. I don't need complete strangers photographing stuff and go, food, look at this, doesn't this look lovely? Because it doesn't. Because any smartphone flash makes things look foul. So it may look lovely in person, but to the general public that is now seeing Instagram photo of you doing, look at this food, it just looks like a big pile of donkey turd on a plate. I'm sorry to say this, Brian, stop posting to Instagram. Please, just stop. Just stop. Simple as that. Please. Or get a hobby. Or lose your phone. But stop uploading to Instagram. I beg you. Please. No one cares about what you're eating for lunch. Please stop. Now that public announcement's been finished, Dupree sounds like a very lovely name. I'm sure it is to some people. But he is a ringleader in more than one case, it seems now, because he's also gone to prison. He is based in the lovely place of Florida. Florida, strange that. He is also a silly person who uploaded things to Instagram. Fair enough. Is it food? No, he should have stayed with food. This is one rule that he should have stayed at, food things for Instagram-y stuff. But no, food porn was out. Did he upload people who happen to be students who really should be studying instead of themselves studying other... No, he wasn't doing that. Instead, he decided to shoot photos, which helps for Instagram, and uploads them of selfies with things that happen to be of stolen variety that he just happened to be posing with, and going, oh look, I have this gun that is loaded that happens to be stolen. Look at this very lovely chain. Oh, look at the chain. Oh, isn't it nice? It just happened to be possibly stolen. Just one of those things that I would like to put there. Spaghetti bolognese, anybody? No, more stolen things. Okay, fair enough. We'll have stolen thing. Look at this lovely stolen thing. It is stolen and lovely. Here's me with Instagram. No, stop. 142 felonies were found on his lovely Instagram feed. Very nice indeed. I think you'll find that finally cops are not actually doing proper work. No, instead they're just going to log on and go, oh, is this stolen? We'd better double check that. The best bit is, he's so prolific on the let's do these lovely 140 whatever, steely stuff. Look at these lovely things. He was found guilty for at least 40 burglaries, primarily aiming to 55 and above residents in his local Palm Beach area, which is shocking as they're trying to make it out there are people aged less than 55 in the Palm Beach area. Well, it's Florida. The whole world of Florida smells of urine, specifically old biddy urine. So I don't know why they needed to say, oh, he aimed primarily, all his targets were above 55. It would be news if they went, oh, well, he found somebody aged 29 that he decided to burgle from in Florida. I know. Who knew? I know. It's crazy shenanigans. I know they didn't go to Walt Disney World or wherever it's called. It's like Disneyland, Paris, whatever. One of those multiple stupid things with the ears. But no, they actually, no, yes, somebody 29 in Florida who wasn't a tourist. I know, crazy shenanigans, who knew? Oh, I need to write home to the kids about this one. Anyway, the point is, he's now in jail. And finally this week, yes, it's come to that point where I try and round up with some beautiful moral thing, maybe something that you go, oh, good news, oh, it's something lovely, oh, how positive ending that. No, this is stupid. Months and months ago, we started talking about this coming out live stuff that happened to be populating YouTube. And it seemed to get worse and worse and worse, and more individuals were deciding to set up cameras and started coming out to their parents and loved ones while filming it to then only put it up on YouTube. You never see a bad coming out live video. You don't see that. What you do see is more and more of them, and quite frankly, this is a fad that really should stop. It's only continuing this whole me generation thing. Oh, look at me. I am now twittering for no good reason. I'm having a crap on the porcelain throne tweet. No, we don't need to know this. It's crazy shenanigans. You really should stop. However, as we talk about news that's been submitted by the family of Dirty Boxers, I've got to talk about it, which is unfortunate. Teenage lad, Ryan. We don't know if that's his real name. To be honest with you, I don't really care. I didn't do much research in that bit. Somehow it doesn't bother me. He decides to set up a camera. He calls up his mother. The original versions of this coming out live thing, it happened. The person was there in the room. Now all of a sudden it seems to be, okay, I'm just going to call them on my phone and put you on speaker. I go, hi, I just thought I'll tell you something. The point is, these people, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not trying to urinate on their parade, and that wasn't even a pun. Don't laugh. The point is, It's a personal thing. If you're going to come out, then it's a personal thing. You don't do it in front of like a camera and thousands of people on YouTube, even if it isn't live. That's the point. It's just don't do it. In fact, now thinking about it, I don't know what's worse. The fact that it's a recording, so not actually live, so calling it a coming out live video is kind of selling bad. Can I sue? I don't know if I can sue on that. It's because it's not a live feed, is it? It would be on Ustream or some other rubbishy thing if it was actually in fact live. Anyway, I digress. This lad, teenage lad, coming out to his mother. It's a very beautiful moment, very sober. We should pay respect to this lovely thing. He did. Well done him. He's got, like, those things, obviously, because he wants to share them with others and compare, perhaps. But the point still remains, he didn't need to film it for then Tasha Bella, one of the sacred webmistresses, to then email in to news@dirtyboxes.net to go, oh look, here's another one. We don't need any more. Stop sending them, please. Please, stop sending in, coming out, and now I've said it, you're going to do it more, aren't you? I know you're buggers. Right, so, anyway, this was it. This is the Dirty Boxes bite size, right? It needs a lot of work, I understand. This is the first one. Remember, shorthand on the internet means it's going to be donkey turd for a couple of episodes until I realise what the hell we're doing here. But these were news stories that were submitted that we didn't talk about this week because we didn't do a show at all the whole week. And people started saying, oh, you've gone on vacation again. No, because I'm British, we call them holidays. But no, I've just been feeling crap for the last week. It's rubbish. You don't need to know about it. I'll tell you on Monday. It's fine. However, while we're on YouTube, while I'm talking about YouTube, we weren't, but now we are. Two things. Number one, at the moment, I am populating the interwebs via YouTube of memorable moments. These will be coming out Tuesdays and Thursdays at the moment. At some point there'll be something else on Tuesdays, but you know what? We've got a backlog full of them. We've done over 700 episodes. I'm going to go bit by bit through them and take out the good stuff and then go, look what we've done. We should be proud of ourselves. And you never know, we may actually make money on AdSense. Who knows? That's the plan. This is going to be my pension plan, I said convincingly. So that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Saturdays, it'll be this. Every Saturday. Apart from Festmas, which is obviously Festmas, but I'll probably do one because I'll get bored after like a couple of days. So Saturdays, Dirty Boxes bite size. I need the practice. I probably will do it over Festmas and probably New Year if I've sobered up. So, it could be something lovely. Please, whatever you're doing, subscribe. Please subscribe. I feel lonely. Normally, on the radio show, we have thousands and thousands of people download the podcast when I post a podcast, which I haven't done for maybe I should do a podcast. I could do the podcast, but yes, I'll do that as well. Like, I'll promise over this weekend, I'll post podcast things. Did you see what I did there? That was sad. I'll post podcast things, so that means that I can, then that's one side of it. Then you could subscribe via YouTube. There you go. That's a partnership thing. I just feel a bit weird only having like 20 odd subscribers, which is still more audience than Sir Durrell gets on a daily basis. I shouldn't really be too worried about that. Anyway, the point is, if you could subscribe, that'd be lovely. If you don't subscribe, then don't. I didn't want you around here anyway. You don't obviously look like a rebel or a misfit. And so you should go and play with your cheerleader friends or whoever you hang out with. However, if you're a rebel, misfit, you're more than welcome. We'll be back on Monday for another Dirty Boxes show. I promise you that, which can be found over dirtyboxes.net, which is the home of everything we do. Go to one place, it's all there. It's very lovely indeed. Plus AdSense is there as well. Once again, pension plan. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Well, it won't be a pension plan much longer because YouTube's screwing everyone over. Yay! Sorry, I've got gamer friends who are a bit upset this week. I'll move on. So yes, that's lovely. This is a thing. I'm still talking. I don't know why. Lovely music's now started. Woo. I'll see you next Saturday here and on Monday for everybody else who decides to go to dirtyboxes.net. Goodbyes.
On air, online, on demand, on the move. dirtyboxers.net